Let's get to your top story, and that's Prime Minister Modi, who is now starting his 5-day nation tour. He just left moments back, and this is going to be a trip that is over the next 8 days, a tour that will begin from Ghana. That is where the Prime Minister is headed. First, to remember, this is a 5-nation tour. So starting with Ghana, the Prime Minister's longest diplomatic visit, basically, in nearly 10 years, because this is going to be spanning over the next 8 days. Well, the Prime Minister from Ghana is expected to head to the Caribbean nation of Trinidad and Tobago, and then to Argentina. From Argentina, the Prime Minister will be leaving for Brazil to attend the 17th BRICS Summit. And, to know more on this, we have my colleague Himanshu joining us. Himanshu, this is the longest visit of the Prime Minister in nearly 10 years as far as his diplomatic visits are concerned. Let's begin with Ghana and take us through what's really going to be happening in Ghana, because from what we're hearing is this is really the Prime Minister there who will be backing that creation of a vaccine hub.
That's right. See, this is, of course, a very important diplomatic visit, a part of a new diplomatic outreach by India, by the government of India, to strengthen economic partnership, diplomatic partnerships across the global south on both sides of the Atlantic. And remember, all these 5 countries are very important member of 4 important global multilateral platforms, especially BRICS, the African Union, ECOWAS, and CARICOM. And all these 5 countries, of course, Prime Minister's agenda would be to deepen India's economic and diplomatic engagement with these countries in important regions, especially in Latin America. I think the most important part of the Prime Minister's visit would be the visit to Rio, where the BRICS summit will be held on 6th and 7th July. And we have been told that Prime Minister would be meeting world leaders on the sidelines of the BRICS summit. Prime Minister's departure statement very clearly says that Prime Minister wants to strengthen India's bond with the BRICS member states. And as you know, BRICS has expanded in recent years. Several new members have also come on board. So this will be an opportunity for the Prime Minister to meet leaders of all important BRICS countries on the sidelines of the BRICS summit as well. Now, as far as Latin America visit is concerned, there are 2 important visits lined up. First, to Argentina. The Prime Minister's office says that this is the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Argentina in last 57 years. We have seen in last 1 decade India trying to have a new diplomatic outreach with the Latin American countries to deepen especially economic engagements. And Prime Minister, of course, when he'll be meeting the leaders of the Argentinian government, the primary focus will be on strengthening economic partnership with the government of Argentina. As far as Brazil is concerned, after Rio, Prime Minister will travel to Brasilia, and the Prime Minister's office has issued a statement which says that in nearly 6 decades, this is the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Brasilia. As you know, Brazil, of course, is an emerging developing country, is becoming a force to reckon with in international politics, and this will be an opportunity for India, for Prime Minister Modi, to actually reach out to the leadership in Brazil to strengthen bilateral and economic partnerships. So I think very, very important diplomatic outreach, and of course I think Prime Minister will have to wait and see how and what new partnership and new bonds of friendship are actually strengthened during these visits, but clearly a very historic visit by the Prime Minister of India.
Right, Himanshu, carrying that message of friendship and, strengthening ties when it comes to the global south. Thank you so much, Himanshu.